Are we live? See, I'm not sure if I'm live. It says it's waiting for it to be published, but then up in the corner it says I've been live for 20 seconds. Alright, well now I'm definitely live. Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit real quick about the happenings. The peaceful protests, the not so peaceful protests, and those just taking advantage of the whole thing. Actually, you know what? No. Here's the thing. I haven't really talked about it a great deal. Like, I could be going live at night and covering this stuff live, and maybe I'd even be making some decent scratch. You know, a lot of the streamers are making serious money covering this right now. It's a big story. And I don't want to. I don't have any passion for it. It would be very dead. If you're interested in watching it, you'd be better off listening to Mersh or the Kill Stream or any number of other guys that, you know, whoever you really like. I don't really give a shit about it, to be honest. Like right now, Maryland is opened up, mostly. PA this next weekend is about to open up. You know, I was able to get a haircut and go to a comic store last weekend and actually sit down, albeit outside, at a restaurant. My overtime has finally calmed down, so my week isn't miserable. I'm kind of in a good fucking mood. Kind of all, like, happy. Like, you know, I'm more interested, like, I'm reading a cool Godzilla comic right now I'm more interested in talking about. I'm not even a huge Godzilla fan, but I sort of like it. And a buddy of mine said, oh, you should check out Rulers of Earth if you ever see the big omnibus. And I did, for 40% off at the one comic store, so. But, like, that's the kind of shit I want to talk about right now. And nobody fucking cares. Everybody's like, what about the riots? So, you know, okay, fine. Let's talk about the riots for a minute. And let's talk about, let me put it this way. Here's one of the things that's really bugging me. I was in a Facebook group called Reopen America. Somebody invited me. And, I finally left it yesterday. And I wasn't happy in it, but, you know, a friend invited me into it, and I said, okay, fine. So I stuck around for a while because, you know, to be nice. And, very funny, chat. Chris, you're really loud. Do you think you could talk quieter? Maybe whisper and stand 20 feet away? Fuck you. Just fuck you. Oh, God. Am I too soft? What? Fuck. Oh, I'm so bad at this. I don't know why any of you support me. Anyways, I'm in this Facebook group. And they've spent the last month bitching about, can you believe it? We're not allowed to do this. We're not allowed to do this. This is bullshit. America. Freedom. And I'm kind of like, you know, I sort of viewed that as maybe one of the good things to come out of this, thing. Like, maybe conservatives are going to finally get over the cop worship. Because, look, whatever you want to say about the looters or the rioters, and the protesters are a different thing than the looters. I don't even think there's a large Venn diagram between the two. I think looters are people taking advantage of the chaos. So it's not entirely fair to lump them in. I'll say that. But the cops did murder that man. Okay? They did murder that man. And he's not the first person they've murdered. The police in this country. And he's far from the last. He'll be far from the last. Cops are out of control in this country. And I thought after a couple of months of cops arresting people for the crimes of wanting a haircut or wanting to go to church on Easter, I thought that maybe y'all conservatives, maybe y'all right-wingers, whatever. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. And I don't have to sneeze yet, but I get that feeling like I have to sneeze. It's distracting me. I thought maybe they're finally waking up. So, like I said, I'm in this Facebook group, and for the past month, it's been, these fucking cops, could you believe it? And instantly, as soon as there were scary dindus on TV setting fires, it instantly turned into Blue Lives Matter cucking. And I read in one post by a guy where he's like, you know what, I think if you're all F the police, he said F the police because he's a pussy boomer. All the memes in that group are just boomer shit. I think you should be put on a block list where the police won't respond when you're in trouble. Buddy, I got news for you. Unless you're part of the club, shall we say, the police aren't responding to you anyways. Right now, in the midst of all this chaos, the police are protecting the banks. They're protecting the media companies. They're protecting the government buildings. But if you got a small business, you own a vape shop, a cigar shop, a comic book shop, a beauty salon, what have you, you're fucked if you're in these areas. You're on your own. Suck a dick. So the cops aren't your fucking buddies. And that's what upsets me the most about this. We spent the past couple months in a soft police state. And I thought it was going to wake up the conservatives that maybe the police ain't your buddies. And all it fucking took, was some scary dindoos on a TV box setting fire nowhere near where most of these conservatives live. And they were right back to the Blue Lives Matter cucking. Right back to the thin blue line, let me get my fucking American flag with the thin blue line and a Punisher skull and put it back on the back of my lifted truck. Gay shit. Right back to that. Look, you don't have to like these fucking looters if you decide with the police. Who do you think's letting these looters do this, by the way? If they wanted to, they could shut this down in a heartbeat. But they don't care. They don't care about you. For all the out of control, just madness and violence from the police, it's never in the service of protecting you. It never is. They're not your friends. And if you're, look, again, I'm not telling you to take the side of the fucking rioters. But if you're out there with the cop, with the Blue Lives Matter and the thin blue line shit and all, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron. They're not your friends. Didn't 2 months of them not letting you get a haircut, for fuck's sake, teach you that? 2 months of them not letting you go to church? Didn't that show you that? I guess not. Because what have I been shown the past couple years now? Nobody learns a thing. And I guess that includes me. Because here, I foolishly thought people were going to learn something. I had forgot the lesson I was taught. Nobody learns a thing. And if I was a tinfoil hat motherfucker, I thought all this was orchestrated to get you to embrace a police state. Or if not orchestrated, taken advantage of. I mean, there are mysterious pallets of bricks that pop up all over the place for some unexplained reason all through these areas. But that's most... Look, I'll probably bring it up when I'm on streams, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about it forever. And I'm not going to sit here and watch the coverage. I'm just not. I don't care. Sorry if I bang the mic there. It had fallen down out of place. But yeah, I don't really care. Like, I'm not going to sit here and misery porn it. I'm finally allowed to go places, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Alright, well, I got to get ready for work. Got the old day job. So, thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoy the content I put out, paypal.me/thebackoff. That's all I